I want to spend some time now in the next maybe 5 minutes talking about being prepared for the CQC. What is this going to look like? What does it mean for me and you? What does it mean for the organization? Now, the organization has given us ample resources to make us reflect and think about the services that we run. But what I want to do today is, in a nutshell, give you one piece of advice or one hit, everything that we really need to think about as our own services going forward, and then come back and then we will go through each of the 5 domains. So what are the 5 domains? It is about being safe, effective, caring, responsive, and well-led. Now, if we can fulfill those 5 domains, then we are delivering good care. The CQC cannot ask questions outside of those 5 domains. Those are the 5 domains that they are assessing in their inspection, and these are the 5 domains that we need to be very clear we can demonstrate and evidence each of those domains in our service. Okay, so what does it mean to be safe? So to be safe means that your risk assessments are in date, safeguarding is in place, you know exactly where the risks in your service are, you know how you're mitigating the risks, and you know what safe care looks like. So safe also is talking about confidentiality. Who is the cold guardian? When can you breach confidentiality? What needs to happen to breach confidentiality? How do you ensure safe care and people are safeguarded at all times? What are the 4 types of abuse according to safeguardings, and how do we protect our patients from this, and how do we protect our staff from this? What is effective? So effective is, have you got qualified staff? Show me how your staff are qualified. Show me all their mandatory training is completed. Show me all of their CPDs done. Show me that their appraisals are done. Show me that supervision is in place, and that will come on to the well-led as well. And also, are you delivering evidence-based care or practice-based evidence? The responsive domain is all about your waiting times. How long are they? How many people are waiting for your service? How are you measuring this? What are you doing to mitigate the long waits? How are you keeping in touch with the families who are waiting? And the caring domain is really about, are you planning care for these patients that we look after? Do you have a care plan, or do you have a treatment plan? Where is this located? Is it consistently found in the same place? Are the care plans evidence-based? Are they co-produced? Are these care plans shared with families? And if they're not, then make sure that we're on a journey to get through that, making sure care plans are starting to be something that we're going to put in place, making sure that they're co-produced, making sure that there's evidence base behind them, and making sure that we are sharing it with families. So the last domain is about being well-led. This is organizational, from the top all the way down to the CEO. And at top, I mean patient. And at the bottom, cradling us all, is the CEO. It's that way around a healthy organization. And I'm sure Oliver will support. This is how the organization, with the leaders, need to support the organization. But it can only be done if the frontline staff are supporting the patients. And what that means is being well-led. So the first thing that we need to think about is, do we have our supervision records? Can you evidence that your staff, your colleagues have supervision and line management? Can we evidence what the structure in my service is? Who reports to who? What happens when someone is off? How does the service pivot? How does the service continue? When someone leaves the service, how does the service adapt to that? How does the service react to increased demand? How does leadership kick into place to manage this? Remember, leadership is across everyone in this organization, and the people who are at the executive level can only make great decisions if we lead together as an organization. And finally, in the well-led section, are we clear about duty of candor, which is, in a nutshell, just apologizing for the situation. This is not apologizing or taking blame, but this is apologizing for the situation if something has gone wrong, and then working with the family, with the trust, and with partners to find solution and find resolution and find understanding, and learning to make sure things like that don't happen again, whatever that would be. But more importantly than the duty of candor is, within the well-led domain, how do we escalate concerns? Are we clear about what do we do when we're uncomfortable with something? Do we know that we have a freedom to speak up guardian? Do we know that we have Datix? We have line management. We have the EMN network. We have the LGBT network. We have the disability network. We have all different types of function within this organization to raise concerns, and we raise concerns proactively to ensure that we learn quickly and we adapt quickly and we pivot quickly to put solutions in place. We also have the staff survey. Now the staff survey is really important because that comes around once a year, and we have action plans and we make recommendations. We listen to the voices in the staff survey, and we put resolutions in place to improve the well-being of our staff, which in turn improves the well-being of our patients. In terms of the well-led, do we believe that diversity and equality go hand in hand? And are we evidencing this in our service delivery and our strategies? And I'm hoping that these 5 domains, you just got to ask yourself, these 5 domains, how can I evidence them in my service? That's all we're asking here. Go through these 5 domains again, go back, watch the video again, ask yourself, appraise your service, watch this video with your colleagues and say, how can I appraise my service to make sure that these 5 domains, I know exactly how to evidence this to the CQC. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. I'm hoping this was helpful.